Welcome back everyone. Zak Hutton from Clarks Landing Yacht Sales here with another walkthrough video for you. Today we're touring the Cutwater C-288 Coupe. This boat is 33 feet 7 inches length overall, 10-foot beam, and it's about 10,000 pounds as a dry weight. Features twin Yamaha 250 horsepower motors, a bow thruster, electric steering, and a lithium battery pack, all standard. Of course, we're going to see air conditioning, we're going to see reverse cycle heat, we're going to see a plethora of electronics. So let's hop aboard and take a look. As we start on the swim platform, first thing we're going to notice is this generous size. True walk-through swim platform. And the next thing we're going to notice is a lack of hydraulic lines back here by the motor. That's because the Cutwater C-288 Coupe features electric steering. On the starboard side, we have a 30-gallon live well, which of course is fully aerated. We have a freshwater transom shower, which is controlled hot and cold water right here. Your first rod holder, and both of your fuel fills right next to one another. It's very important. That way when you're at the fuel dock, you don't need to drag the hose all over your boat. You don't need to switch sides. They're both right here. Now, as we come across the swim platform, you're going to notice this rear-facing seat. Well, it does something really cool. We're going to demo that in just a few minutes. And as we go to the port side, we find our electric grill. Here, I love the fact that whoever's cooking at the grill is actually on the swim platform, so they're not taking up space in the cockpit. The Cutwater C-288 Coupe features a lithium phosphate battery pack standard. That means you can run your electric grill, your air conditioning, your reverse cycle heat, and all the rest of your electronics while you're away from shore power out on the water enjoying the boat. Now let's get into this transom seat. I said it does something cool. Let's check it out. Right now it's in the rear facing position, but in just a quick, easy swivel, it now becomes a forward-facing seat, perfect for 2 people. And now, rather than watching the kids swim, you're interfacing with all your guests on board. Really cool, really innovative design here from Cutwater. And one other thing that I like about it that I want to show you, let's just say it's a fishing day and you're not really going to be using the transom seat as a seat. Rather than taking up a big piece of your cockpit here, as their other models have, the 32, the 248, with the live well and electric grill in the transom itself, here, it folds away, and look, it only takes up about 8 inches or so. Now, of course, the Cutwater C-288 seeks to blend cruising and fishability in one. So not only do we still have a live well, but we still have your raw water washdown, just like we do on all the other Cutwater lineup models. Last big feature of the port side of the cockpit, you have your Cutwater signature rear-facing seat that doubles as a galley table seat. This is always a big favorite feature of every Cutwater model, so of course they included it in the 288 as well. Now, as we move over to the starboard side of the cockpit, we'll see our very first option on this boat. Here is the aft steering station. So here we very simply have a steering wheel and throttle, just like we have a main helm. Really, really handy for docking, or if you're out trolling and you need to be near your rods, near your tackle, near your bait, and see what's going on live. Last but not least in the cockpit, we look up. We have a nice half cover. This is a hard top, not a soft top. And of course, we have adjustable rocket launchers. What do I mean by adjustable? This is a common feature of Cutwater and Salon boats. Pull here, pull this down. Now you don't have to be an NBA player to reach your rods. Nice, right? Just a hinge, just 2 gas struts, nothing complicated, but really smart. Now, as we step into the Salon, first thing we're going to demo is this. Now that rear-facing seat becomes 2 galley seats. We have your galley table. Now remember, folks, just like the other boats in the Cutwater lineup, this is cherry and walnut. While we're at the galley table, let's not forget the fact that it recesses down into a 3rd sleeper. This, to me, would be actually the secondary sleeper, with the tertiary sleeper being underneath, which most people would find this a little bit more comfortable, but turns into about a 6-foot sleeper. Just like the aft seat, the forward seat goes from galley table seat to 2-person co-captain seat. Now you can have a 2nd or even 3rd pair of eyes, checking your port, making sure you have clearance, making sure there aren't any incoming boats. Added safety, really. Now, on the starboard side of the boat, we're going to see a full galley package. We have a 2-burner stovetop. We have a microwave and convection oven. This is a stainless steel sink, plenty of galley storage, and of course, extra large refrigerator, because this is an American built boat, and here in America, we like to bring lots of drinks, lots of food, because that's what Americans do. When we focus our attention on the helm, we have our second option on this boat. You're going to see twin Garmin screens, comes standard with 1, optional 2. But once again, that second screen has been 100% take rate for our clients, so highly, highly recommend. That's going to give you all your data, your charts, maps, depth finder, fish finder, GPS, breadcrumbs, whole 9 yards. If you option radar into your build, it'll be integrated on here as well. You can do a split screen on each screen, therefore have 4 independent screens. And along with the independent screens, you have your Yamaha engine readout data. This is going to give you all your engine info, your RPMs, your temperature, etc., etc. Just below that, we have your autopilot. Chart your course, and it'll help you navigate there. Now, along with the electronics, we have a bow thruster, which comes standard on the Cutwater 288, as well as Lenco trim tabs, also standard. Here's your second throttle, just like the one we saw on the aft steering station. And of course, a boat of this scale will nearly always come with a windlass, which once again, standard on the Cutwater. Now, I get asked this a lot regarding my walkthrough videos. What is the head clearance? I'm going to give it to you folks. I'm 5'11". What's that? Probably another 6 or 7 inches or so. So let's just say roughly 6'6" on the Salon ceiling. So for you taller folks, there you go. If you're less than 6'6", you're going to fit in the boat. Of course, we have slide back windows on the port and starboard sides of the boat. We have slide back recesses, and remember, on a Cutwater 288, these slide back now, not open up. That means you can run the boat full throttle with these open as well, which is an improvement over the previous models. Once in the forward cabin, I'd like you to get a sense of scale, not only the size of the bed, but headroom. Once again, I can sit upright. I have good clearance over my head, even in this lower part of the cabin. That means that when you sit up after a night of sleep or in the middle of the night, people just hate when the ceiling is so low that you're risking banging your head when you sit up. Now, something you don't have to worry about on the Cutwater 288 Coupe. Plenty of room for 2, and when not used as sleeping quarters, you do have a table here, which comes up and comfortably seats 2 or 3 adults around. Directly aft of me right now, on the starboard side of the boat, you'll find a full head. Now that does have a shower and an electric flush head. And lastly, the whole perimeter of this bed is one big unbroken storage tank. That's your truly dry storage, perfect for electronics, spare clothes, anything that you want to make sure stays out of the element. Now, everyone always asks me about access to the bow on the whole Cutwater lineup. Really, I understand it looks precarious, but it's not. It's super easy. We have hand-over-hand rails right here. We have plenty of width in this walk-around space. Look, I can just about put 2 feet on it. Just a few steps. And everyone wants to avoid stepping on the raised portion of the platform. Don't step on it. Nice and easy. Took me 4 or 5 steps or so. Easy access to the bow. Here we have our windlass and our foot pedal controls for the windlass. And once again, easy access to our lines, easy access to our cleats. Everybody thinks it's going to be much more difficult than it is. But really, once you experience it once or twice, super easy. As always with the Cutwater and Salaro lineup, hull design. Paramount, a lot of engineering goes into this. We have a double-stepped hull with an air ride system built underneath. What that does, as you run the boat forward, air gets forced under here, under the boat, back toward the stern. Jumps the boat up on plane very quickly. Then as you're running, you're really running on a mix of air and water, so rather than plowing through the waves, you're skimming over the water. Increases performance, speed, increases fuel efficiency, and leads to a nice soft ride on those choppy days. Everyone oohs and ahs about electronics and upholstery and spaciousness and whatnot, but this is the part of the boat that touches the water. This is what really, really counts. You sea trial one of these boats, regardless of model or size, you're really going to notice the difference here. Hull color choices for the 288 are dark gray, light gray, and dark blue, what they call kind of a midnight or navy blue. This is the dark gray. This is our most popular color. And that, folks, is a wrap for the Cutwater 288 Coupe. I'm Zak Hutton with Clarks Landing Yacht Sales out of Point Pleasant, New Jersey. You can visit us at clarkslanding.com, call us at 732 559-8889. See you all on the water.